All right, so today we're diving into this Hisense 55E6NTUK TV. We've got a pretty in-depth review here from TechWise Corner, and you want the lowdown. Should this be on your watch list, or is it a hard pass? Let's find out.
Yeah, it looks like Hisense is really going for it with this model. It's packed with features that appeal to everyone. Movie lovers, sports fans, gamers, you name it.
Well, first impressions, the review highlights the sleek design, and they mention how sturdy it is. They even say it looks and feels more expensive than it is, which I'm always a fan of, a TV that looks as good as the picture.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we're seeing a trend now where TVs are becoming like a statement piece. It's not just about how it works anymore. It's about how it looks in your home.
Totally. Speaking of the picture, this is where it gets good. 4K resolution with Dolby Vision HDR. But does Dolby Vision really live up to the hype? What's so special about it?
Oh, it's definitely more than just marketing. Dolby Vision uses what's called dynamic metadata. It basically fine-tunes the picture. It makes adjustments like scene by scene or even frame by frame. So you're getting a picture that's much closer to what the director intended. You get incredibly nuanced details and a wider range of colors and contrast. It can really make a difference, especially when you're watching HDR content.
That's pretty cool. I also see they mentioned something called smooth motion technology. Is that just a fancy way of saying it handles fast-paced scenes well?
Essentially, yeah. But technically, it means Hisense is focusing on those finer details that impact the viewing experience. Smooth motion is so important for sports and gaming. Any blur could just ruin it.
Right. Well, speaking of gaming, this TV going all out, there's something called Game Mode PLUS. I'm guessing it reduces lag.
Exactly. Game mode plus LUS minimizes input lag. So your commands on the controller, they basically translate on-screen action almost instantly. But wait, there's more. You've also got VRR, variable refresh rate, and LM, auto low latency mode.
Okay, what do those do?
So VRR synchronizes the TV's refresh rate with their gaming device. So they're working together, no screen tearing, you know that annoying thing where the image splits horizontally. And ALM automatically switches the TV to the lowest latency setting, where it detects a game, so you get the fastest response times possible. This is serious for gamers.
Wow, they really did go all out. And it sounds like sports fans weren't forgotten either. There's mention of an AI sports mode that enhances clarity and motion, so no more blurry players running across the field.
Right, it uses an algorithm to analyze the content in real time and optimize the picture settings for sports. You get a clearer, more fluid picture, especially for fast-moving action. Like they're really trying to cater to everyone with this TV.
Yeah, it seems like it. Okay, so now let's talk about the brains of this operation, the Vidaa OS. The review makes it sound pretty user-friendly. They highlight its intuitive navigation and customization options. What are your thoughts?
So Vidaa OS is known for its simplicity. It's all about quick and easy access to the content you want. No unnecessary features, no complexity, just a seamless viewing experience.
And it looks like they've included all the essential streaming apps: YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus, Now TV. Basically, you're ready to binge as soon as you plug it in.
Absolutely. That's a big trend we're seeing, direct integration of streaming services. It's all about convenience. No need for extra devices.
Right. But hold on. Remember that Energy Class E rating? It seems like they're packing in a lot of power-hungry features, which seems a bit at odds with the push for more eco-friendly tech these days.
It's definitely something to consider. While all these features are attractive, they do come at a cost. In terms of energy consumption, it's a trade-off that each viewer has to weigh for themselves.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's move on to connectivity. It looks like they've included a wide range of options: multiple HDMI ports, USB inputs, built-in Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. You've got your gaming console, Blu-ray player, streaming stick. Can this TV handle it all?
From the looks of it, yes. They've clearly designed this TV to be the central hub of your home entertainment system. All those connectivity options give you the versatility to accommodate a wide range of devices.
Yeah, the review even calls it a versatile centerpiece for any living room. And they seem pretty impressed with the overall user experience. They praise the straightforward setup and the ergonomic remote.
They specifically mention how easy the Vidaa OS is to navigate, even for those who aren't tech-savvy. And in today's world where everyone wants instant access, a responsive and intuitive interface is essential.
So on the surface, this Hisense 55E6NTUK is shaping up to be a pretty impressive package. Before we get ahead of ourselves, let's take a closer look at some of the potential drawbacks.
Yeah, good point. Every tech product has its pros and cons. We need to consider those before making a final judgment.
So we've covered a lot: the design, picture quality, all the gaming stuff, and how user-friendly the Vidaa OS seems to be. But now let's talk about the downsides. What are some things to consider before deciding if this TV is right for you?
Well, like we talked about earlier, that Energy Class E rating, it's kind of mixed bag. Amazing features, but higher energy consumption.
Yeah, it's a tough one. If you're eco-conscious, maybe it's a deal breaker. But if you prioritize picture quality and performance, maybe not so much.
Exactly. Personal priorities. It's a trade-off. Is the latest tech worth the extra energy? No right or wrong answer.
Right. I also noticed the review mentioned the app selection. Is that something to be concerned about?
It's worth noting Vidaa OS has the big ones, Netflix, YouTube. But they say the overall selection might be limited compared to some other smart TV platforms.
So if you need niche streaming services or specific regional apps, maybe do a little more research?
Yeah, make sure Vidaa OS has what you need. Don't invest in a new TV. And then realize you can't access your favorite streaming service.
Good point. Okay, so it seems like we've covered the pros and cons. The Hisense 55E6NTUK sounds like a solid choice for people who want a great viewing experience. With all the bells and whistles, sleek design, impressive picture quality, user-friendly interface, but be mindful of that energy rating and maybe double-check the available apps before committing.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. It's all about figuring out if this TV aligns with your needs and priority.
Exactly. So for anyone trying to decide if this is the right TV for them, what's the most important thing to consider?
Ultimately, the best TV for you is the one that fits your lifestyle and viewing habits. Think about how you use your current TV. Do you mostly stream movies and shows? Are you a big gamer? Do you need something energy efficient?
All great questions. It's easy to get lost in the specs and tech stuff, but it's all about finding a TV you'll actually enjoy using.
Well said. And with all the info we've talked about, you should have a better idea if the Hisense 55E6NTUK is right for you.
Okay, so we talked about the specs, the features, the good and the bad, but there's one more thing I think we need to talk about.
Yeah, I agree. We get so caught up in the details that we forget about the most important thing, the experience.
Exactly. It's more than just features and specs. It's about how it makes you feel, about those moments of entertainment and escape.
Right. Imagine you're sitting down to watch your favorite movie on this Hisense TV. Lights are dimmed, popcorn's ready, you hit play. What's that like?
Yeah, are you excited to see those colors and details? Are you feeling drawn up at the story? That's what it's all about.
Exactly. A TV should make your life better, not more complicated. It should bring you joy. It should connect you with the content you love.
That's so true. We can talk about refresh rates and resolution all day, but if it doesn't make you feel something, then what's the point?
Right. So as you're deciding if this Hisense is the right TV for you, think about the experience. Does this TV fit your lifestyle? Will it make you happy?
I think we've given you everything you need to make a decision. We've gone over everything: the design, the picture quality, the energy rating, the apps. Now it's up to you. Decide if it's the right fit for your home and your entertainment.
We've given you the tools. Now trust your gut and choose the TV that's right for you.
That wraps up our deep dives into the Hisense 55E6NTUK. Hope this was helpful and maybe a little fun. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and may your viewing experience always be top-notch.